It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Five glorious months of football about to get underway. We're all set, and away we go in a new NFL season. Brown with a return here. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Yellow.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He's out in the clear. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
This one finds Kelsey.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Right. Hey, 43, 15. Right side.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Yellow. Right side.
First down throw, Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Right.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Yellow. Right side.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
No, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the marker, Kate. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your asset, and this receiver shows you he can be a tool as a running back.
15.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Hey, 43. Right side.
Running left with Pacheco. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Strike.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go.
Yellow. Return.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pacheco hauls it in. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's Steven Sims with the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on. You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They send a man in motion. Jackson now on 3rd. Andrews with the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They motion Bateman over right. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Here's 2nd and 7. He completes it in traffic. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Running once more with Henry. This is ahead for about 5. Stopped on the play by big Chris Jones. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Into the hands of Likely. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And we get to see the new kickoff rules come into play right away here in Week 1, Brock. Since it hit in the landing zone and then bounced into the end zone, the touchback only comes out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
So the new NFL season officially well underway as we've reached the end of the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes now. Kelsey makes the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Ravens will go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run, and that's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Yellow. 49-yard line. Listen.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Ravens.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside.
It didn't look like he ever really got a chance to fully get that play started, Kate. Just not enough time for him to work before they were all over him making that stop.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Lamar now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate. Right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. 58 yards on the punt there. And they're going to take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Hey, rip list. Listen.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that 1st down, and he went and got it.
Dumps it off to his running back. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Yellow. Listen.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Chiefs driving. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
All right. Hey, 57 color. 57 color. Listen.
From the 38. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Hey, Riblet. Yellow.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
15. Line. Right side.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Sims now on the return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
The second down run by Pacheco. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Broke through the tackle. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Biggest difference in the college NFL game, we know this, Kate, it's matchups. Right, that college game, so much more space with the wide hash marks. Not so much in the NFL. You've got to cultivate one-on-ones, cultivate matchups. Using the receiver as a runner, that was a matchup successful for this offense.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Yellow.
Mahomes on first and 10. Hauled in by Worthy. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front and to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Up and good from Blankenship. And that extends their lead to 14.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And we get to see the new kickoff rules come into play right away here in Week 1, Brock. Since it hit in the landing zone and then bounced into the end zone, the touchback only comes out to the 20. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. First down, here's Lamar. Ooh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Ooh, partner, his This has gotten out of hand early. That pick six, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. This return makes it up to the 25. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Hill now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shy of the 1st down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
A conversion unlikely, but the offense is going for it. 4th and 13. You're going for this. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Hill now to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And they pick him off again! Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4? He probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Back to Pacheco here on 2nd. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
2nd and 3 now. Right back to Pacheco. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Yellow.
It's Pacheco again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Partner, I'm not sure I understand the strategy here. It looks like they're lining up for a field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Up and good from Blankenship. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He'll now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, report. Report.
The drive begins with Henry. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Drew Tranquill brings him to the ground.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Report!
Jackson throwing here. That's caught for the first. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Out of the gun, Henry. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
This is Henry on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's Ravens football, and they'll look for some points here, but might just be too little too late in a lopsided 4th quarter. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Lamar off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Desperation time here on 4th. He put everything he had into this one. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Yellow.
First down throw, Mahomes. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Fire down these two. Return.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And that one's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Pressure coming from Mahomes. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Looking to throw, Jackson. He's got Andrews. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Hey, middle.
Lamar now from the gun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. And again, it's Jackson. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So now it's going to be third and long. Jackson's going to throw again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Andrews with the catch. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on fourth down. That was impressive. Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. Gets this to Bateman. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Man in motion here. Jackson yet again. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down.
A 3-yard gain brings up third down.
Running once more with Henry. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. Just short on third down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on fourth? Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Yellow. Right side.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Right.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Right side.
Another carry for him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Right side.
Running right is Pacheco. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. So score this a win for the Chiefs as the 2024 season officially gets underway. Our first regular season game together now in the books, Brock. Great work, partner. The first of many, we hope, in our time with EA Sports. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.